Okay.
We're live.
Yay, we're live.
I think we're live.
Yeah, we're live. I see the squiggly squiggle lines, so yeah, we must be live.
The squiggly squiggle lines.
Yep.
Alright, well, welcome to the Sword of Ben and Ben.
Yeah.
This week, unfortunately, we didn't get to do the quiz cast because nobody wanted to do the quiz cast on short notice. Ridiculous. I had 10 questions all lined up.
Oh, did you?
I know some good ones too. I had some real zingers.
Save them for next week.
I'm gonna save them for next week.
Yeah,
We're gonna start fishing around like today. Which,
Sure.
if you're listening, today is January 20th. We'll have this out tomorrow on the 21st. But
Okay.
big day for everything. New president, new vice president, a couple of new senators. Nothing bad happened. That's the best thing. Nothing bad.
Yeah,
happened.
I was
A lot of people
thinking.
were worried.
Yeah, I was thinking something was gonna happen. I don't know. I had that
No.
feeling. in my
No.
gut.
I was pleasantly surprised when I woke up today at like 1 o'clock, and I was like, oh, all right. But that's not why you guys come. You guys don't care about the president. Half of you aren't even from this country. So we've got a few in Italy, okay?
Do we really?
We do. We got a few in Italy. I don't know if they can understand us.
I don't know any Italian words except Mario. And
Arrivederci. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. But if you're out there, hi.
Hey. Or ciao, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try to be a little nicer to them.
Yeah, sorry. We didn't mean to offend.
Nah, a little bit. But another good thing we got today is we finally, somebody's just honking outside.
Yeah, what the heck?
Ridiculous. What we have today is the end of spoiler season for Kaldheim.
Kaldheim.
We're done. We still have the commander. I think the commander decks have been released.
I haven't seen anything about
The pre-con commanders, I think the deck list has been released. I don't know if like the individual card arts have been, because I can only seem to find around 15, 20.
I have a dumb idea. I'm gonna borrow your computer.
Alright, you look. What am I looking up?
Look at our own RivertownGames.com or whatever.
Rivertown Games.
Yeah, that.
Which, by the way, guys.
Segue.
Segue. Before we get started here, we are presented to you by Rivertown Games. Rivertown Games, where you can get all of your Magic supplies and more at a reasonable rate and a fun local gaming atmosphere, even if they ship it to you.
Yeah.
They ship you a compliment along with every package. But they do have some really cool stuff, just so everyone knows. They aren't just hawking Magic supplies. They're hawking exclusive playmats. They've got one created by a Magic the Gathering artist.
Yep.
They've got one made by a guy who made really cool graveyard art. They got a couple just black ones with their name on it. All the ones that you could find normally at an LGS, along with some cool dice. The skull dice.
Yeah, the skull dice are sweet.
The skull dice are really cool. In fact, at the end of the show, I'll hop over there and grab a couple skull dice, show them off.
Sure.
And you know what? Actually, how much are those skull dice?
$9.99.
$9.99. That is
already on the website.
That's a reasonable deal.
Yeah, so you can see like sort of the.
Yeah, you can see the two. Those were
Yeah.
those were released a little while back.
Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't know that.
My
bad.
No, that's okay. You know what? We'll at the end of this remind me. We'll do a little giveaway. Thanks to Rivertown Games.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I will post up $9.99. $9.99 for skull dice. They're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I will post a link to their site, and also the whatchamacallits, the rules of a little giveaway.
Sure,
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
But let's get into this. Let's
Yeah.
get into this, Ben. We spent too much time talking about other things.
Yeah.
I think we should go over Kaldheim first. Give our quick little review of this set.
Right.
Now, Ben, if you had to just choose one phrase, just one quick sentence, what would you say about this set?
Norse mythology.
Very to the point.
What were you going for?
I was gonna say gods.
Okay, yeah,
just gods all
Fair
day
enough,
long.
yeah. 'Cause I mean, we even have Thor in this set.
We have Thor in this set. We've got
Odin.
Loki in this set.
And yeah, Loki.
Odin. We've got. I'm not sure what she is, but
if I had to guess, she's
Sika?
supposed to be. Yeah, Sika. If I had to guess, she's probably like Heimdall.
Oh, they all seeing?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going like MCU with this.
Yeah.
I didn't know Norse mythology that much, so everything I know is based off of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't
entirely wrong. There was machine
wizards.
Guns.
I don't know if I can I don't know if I can say this joke, but
what?
Whatever. Cut it later. Wizards, please tell me Tybalt screws Odin's horse and they have a kid together.
Is that what happens in Norse mythology? He screws a horse?
He screws Odin's horse.
Odin's horse.
Odin's
like
horse.
as a joke?
I'm preventing Ragnarok. This workhorse is working too hard. I'm gonna have a baby and
I used to think that this set went pretty hard with all the metal artwork and that.
Yeah.
It didn't go hard enough.
No.
It obviously did not go hard enough. Wow, that is
you learned something new today.
Yeah, I did. Few times do I not know how to respond to something, and this is one of them.
Norse mythology is really weird.
Horse fucking is really weird.
Yeah. Or no, okay, I should correct myself. He doesn't actually screw Odin's horse.
What are we talking about then?
Loki has a kid with the horse and gives birth to Odin's horse.
Oh, this is so goddamn... You know what, guys? What we're gonna do is post a link to the Wikipedia page that has all the information on Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Obviously not safe for work.
Don't quote me.
But
I could be 100%
you guys look
wrong,
it up. Tell us what the hell we're talking about here. I don't know any of this.
I know a little bit just because of the MCU.
Apparently.
Yeah, I looked up into it. I was curious on what the actual...
Back to magic.
Back to magic. Yeah, we're on topic.
The first thing that came off for me was we now have 12 gods coming out of the set. That is by far the most coming out of a single set by a country mile. More than doubles, I believe, the next one.
Yeah, because I can only think of 5.
5 is usually
like Theros.
The hit. 4 and 3 have also been in there just because Scarab God.
Yeah.
And then the resurgence of the Amonkhet gods didn't have Hezeret in it. Right. But yeah, I mean, now we got 12. We got 12, and for the most part, I think, are they all flip gods too?
I think so.
I think they're all flip gods. Yeah, they are. So they all have secondary abilities. And one other huge thing, and this one is specific for Commander. We finally have a tribal god commander.
Oh, yes.
We've got the 5-color Asika, god of the tree. In a nutshell here, 1 green. For a 1/4 Vigi, tap, add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have vigilance, and tap for 1 mana of any color. Flip side of that is an enchantment called the Prismatic Bridge. That's where I think you were talking about Heimdall, right?
Yep.
Well,
yeah, that's the Rainbow Bridge.
Yep. At the it's all 5. It's Woolberg.
Yep.
And at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card into the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. A lot of people love this card. I wouldn't say it's the most powerful card of the set. I think it'll have its time as kind of the shining beacon of what everyone wants to build around.
Right.
It'll fade just like a lot of other cards have. Right. Omnath has started to fade.
Yeah.
So you'll notice it go away, but it'll be fun while it lasts.
Absolutely.
The other one that I want to talk about in terms of the gods was Mr. Valky, God of Lies. Yeah. Basically, he'd be the Loki of the group, right?
Yeah.
But I'll let you. You know what? You can read this one off if you're able to. I'll move this down.
For 1 and a black, when Valky enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals their hand. For each opponent, exile a creature card they revealed this way until Valky leaves the battlefield. And then it has the activated ability of X. Choose a creature card exiled with Valky with CMC X. Valky becomes a copy of that card, which is super sweet. I love that.
Yeah. But then you got the flip side.
Then the flip side is 5 black red, Tybalt Cosmic Imposter. As Tybalt enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with. You may play cards exiled with Tybalt, the Cosmic Imposter, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Its +2 is exile the top card of each player's library. Its -3 is exile target artifact or creature. And -8 is exile all creatures from all graveyards. Add 3 red mana.
Yeah.
And it starts at 5 loyalty.
See, I think, and we understand anyone watching this, you've probably seen these cards already. My hot take is that will end up becoming probably, I think it'll become the strongest commander out of the set. Because
absolutely.
Tybalt's ridiculous. The Valky side is pretty good too. I mean, that's
like basically creature removal and for 2 mana, plus it hits every opponent.
Yeah, well, it's a hand neuter right from the start.
Yeah, like they're discarding the card. Not only are they losing card advantage, you also gain card advantage later on if you can keep them around.
Yeah, well, you cast this for 2. Somebody's sitting on a 5/6 cost bomb of a creature.
Right.
You exile that out of their hand, and then come a few turns later, not only are they down that creature, now they're fighting that creature.
Exactly, yeah.
Not to mention, the fact that it's a 2 cost means that turn 2, turn 4, turn 6, turn 8, you can essentially, in what many would consider the beginning of the game, the setup stage of the game, you can get this guy off 2 to 3 times. Yeah. If you're using, mana rocks, things like that, and getting rid of him.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, he's got a lot of power, and the fact he's refined.
Yeah.
5 color, while it's great to have all your options open, it's kind of like having ADHD. A lot of people like to just grab whatever looks good without really thinking about the synergy. They're kind of all over the place. When you're in a dual color, and I feel like dual colors are probably the easiest one to work with. Mono is a little too limiting. Once you go tricolor and above, you can kind of start to get lost.
Yeah.
But that 2-color deck is really good.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be great.
I think he'll for a Rakdos commander, like that'll be absolutely insane.
Oh, he'll be amazing. The other ones are all pretty good too. We won't go over them. You can always go look up on Mythic Spoiler. There are 2 other pieces of this set that I want to talk about. One mechanic related, and one pretty much lore related.
Yeah.
The second one is Snow Permanents are back.
Snow Permanents, yeah.
This is your first time seeing Snow Permanents in a standard set, right?
For me?
Yeah. I think so.
First. I saw them with Modern Horizons.
Okay, so I guess you saw them coming like an ancillary set.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first standard set you've ever seen.
First standard set I've ever seen Snow Permanents, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, they're kind of fun. They can give some variety to how decks are played. You can actually see 2 decks that are similar in scope branch off a little bit based off of Snow Permanents and no Snow Permanents. Sure. So it's kind of cool to see there. That's another one though. You guys know all about that. I mean, it's Kaldheim. We're in the Nordic Iceland, Ice Age. Third one though.
Absolutely.
And this one, I am by far the most excited for.
Yeah.
And I count. There he is. There he is.
Oh yep, dude. I'm actually super excited for this guy too.
I am too. Vorinclex, Monstrous Rider.
Yeah.
The Praetors are back after 6-7 years now, something crazy like that. Probably more, to be honest. I think actually closer to like 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know.
Right.
I should have looked it up.
I don't.
The Praetors, what a fan favorite of Magic is the Phyrexians. This guy was always a favorite within the favorites of the Praetor family.
Or least favorite. Depending on if you're playing
against him, he's definitely the lead. Well, Jing attacks is pretty annoying too.
Yeah.
But This guy is, I mean, he's about as iconic for being a salty card to hit as Stasis or anything like that. Granted, he is ultimately not as bad. I'm not saying he's as bad as Stasis or anything.
Right.
But he is definitely a kill on sight card. And to see him come back in a new awesome form, to see him finally hit a plane, because one of the big things with Phyrexia is that while it was a scary set, a scary block, or the Mirrodin, or Scars of Mirrodin block, it was self-contained. You didn't have to worry. There wasn't like the Eldrazi, that could just go into a new planes, shit like that.
Right.
But now, all bets are off. We've got one on a different plane.
Yeah.
So, one thing I want to go through some quick hypotheses.
Okay.
Some hopes, I guess, what I should say. Some hopes. I was coming up with this based off of people posting on Reddit, Twitter, things like that. This is what I think we'll see in the coming sets. Okay. So we have Strixhaven coming next.
Okay. Sorry.
Jin Cataxius hits Strixhaven. We see the next Jin Cataxius come back.
Yeah.
Then, after that, I believe we go back to Innistrad.
Sure.
I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right.
Innistrad. Elish Norn comes back.
Elish Norn, yeah. Or
You've got the 3 remaining Praetors. So if anyone didn't know, the 2 Praetors that I haven't listed, Shieldred and Urabrask, are MIA right now, missing in action. Their domains on New Phyrexia were destroyed by Elish Norn. They are no longer a factor in terms of the plays of power when it comes to New Phyrexia. Doesn't mean we're not going to see them though.
Right.
This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Shieldred, she's out for herself, so she's going to attack them because she hates the 3 Praetors that just basically. Elish Norn's the one that took her out, but then the 3 banded together, so she's going to go take them out. Urabrask, he is going to be the one that is he's the good guy in the group of bad guys.
Sure.
He has never been big on like the Phyrexian idea of take everything over. He's got red in him. He's got passion, individuality, independence. Right. He is like the America of the 5 Praetors. He's gonna come with the forces of Mirrodin, the ones that he saved. Because if you didn't know, his domain within New Phyrexia was underground. He had the furnaces, all the shit like that.
Okay, sure.
He protected all the little Mirrodin people from the other 4 because they were all D-bags and wanted to turn them into metal people.
Sure. Okay.
So I think Urabrask's gonna come back, mess some shit up, and we're gonna see the showdown of like a Praetor war.
Sure.
That's my hope. Or this is the other one. Elish Norn goes to Innistrad. Who's in a moon on Innistrad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Elish Norn finds out about the moon imprisoned and the Phyrexian
oh my gosh.
cleric queen. I don't know what you call her.
Yeah, whatever.
She goes up. She infects Emrakul. We have Phyrexian Emrakul. And that's my hope.
That's where I knew you were going with it.
That's my hope. That is, right now I'm telling you, that's my. And then they end the card game after that. They just stop printing all Magic cards from here on out. What we get come like fall of 2021.
Or just Planeswalkers only.
They just keep printing things with Phyrexian mana.
Yeah.
That would suck. But no, that's just what I saw, like bits and pieces of different like what people thought the lore was gonna go. So I wanted to try to piece it together, and I think that I'm gonna put a bet on that, $10. If I win, I pay myself $10.
Okay, there you go.
I gotta pay myself $10. All right, so seems pretty.
No matter what happens,
it's a win-win and a lose at the same time. So, all right, to get away from Kaldheim though, we do have the Kaldheim commanders. So we'll circle right back to Kaldheim again. We've got the pre-con commander list. So I've only seen like basically the ones that we're looking at right now.
Yeah, that's all.
A couple others. So I don't know if the card art's released or if the information's released for the cards. I'm not entirely sure. But there was a couple of the Kaldheim commander preview pre-con cards that I wanted to cover here.
Yeah.
And these ones we can go over and read because these just came out today. So we've got a shot that people haven't heard of them yet.
Yeah.
So just to give an overall presentation though here first, just based off of these cards right here, what would you say this deck's going to be doing?
Elves.
Elves.
Lots of elves.
I think we're getting Golgari elves.
Yeah, I think so too.
We're getting heavy Golgari elves.
If only I... Dang it, Commander Legends gave us a whole bunch of Golgari elves as well. So I just refixed my Golgari elf deck. Now I got to refix it again.
You're fixing it again.
I'm fixing it again.
You're fixing it twice.
Or I just have 2 Golgari elf decks.
Right? Yeah, just keep the one good to go. All right, I will give you this one.
Okay.
This one to read. This is the first card that we'll cover in this elf deck. And
Okay,
the one
sure.
that I think is pretty cool. So.
Okay. 2 and a black. Serpent's Soul Jar. Artifact. Whenever an elf you control dies, exile it. Tap. Pay 2 life. Until end of turn, you may cast a creature spell from among cards exiled with Serpent's Soul Jar. That is actually really sweet. Like, oh yeah,
Right?
you kill all my elves, and then, oh no, guess what? They're coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else, whatever. You're in green
Yep.
if you're playing this Golgari deck, so you can get life gained fairly easily in green.
Absolutely.
So you can just keep the old elf train rolling.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And it's a fairly cheap artifact to boot. I think it's good.
That's pretty powerful.
The only downside is
It's
you
only
would have
elves.
It's only elves, and I think you have to transition away from graveyard shenanigans a little bit.
Right.
Because once this comes out, you're pretty much done with your graveyard in terms of getting creatures out.
Yeah. That'll be a must remove for anyone playing against that deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this one too. This is a nice little pair with that card.
Absolutely.
We've got Elder Fang Venom. This is 2 black green for an enchantment. And attacking elves you control have Death Touch. Whenever an elf you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
That's pretty sweet.
Elf Aristocrats?
Yeah.
Elf Aristocrats.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could play that fairly easily. And you've got elves that are going to kill things on contact for blockers.
Yep.
They'll die too. Doesn't matter. You'll gain your life. They'll lose a life. Your Soul Jar is going to keep the train rolling on through. And honestly, yeah, you could honestly with a token deck.
Oh yeah.
The elves that are dying that are tokens will gain you the life, and then the physical cards that you actually will exile out that you can get back are probably it's probably going to more than balance out. You're probably still going to be gaining life while spending that 2 life off a Serpent Soul Jar. Soul Jar.
Absolutely.
So
one card that'll absolutely go with that.
what?
Poison Tip Archer.
What's that one do?
Whenever a creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life.
Oh yeah. Well, black's gonna have a lot that do things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that was an elf too.
Ah, God.
Yeah, that was a I loved that card. BT Dubs.
You're gonna see a lot of.
Yeah.
I think you'll see some
Reprints.
play with the life, some reprints. These I'm pretty sure these are all just
New cards.
yeah. So maybe that's why we're not seeing the other ones because they're just reprints.
Oh sure, that
We could be dumb and just not understand how spoilers work.
Yeah.
Very, very reasonable.
We can admit our faults here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay, fair.
All right, we'll cover. Let's cover one more off of this one. This one, I'll let you read this guy.
All right. 1 black. Pact of the Serpent. If you could scroll down a little bit, thank you. Choose a creature type. Target player draws X cards and loses X life, where X is the number of creatures they control of the chosen type. That is just good black card draw for tribal decks.
Yep. I think considering the fact it's 3 cost, you could pretty easily early game if you've got your 5-6 elves out.
Yeah.
Drop it, lose 6 life, but you're drawing 6 cards. I will every day, all day, unless I'm gonna die, spend a life to draw a card.
Oh, absolutely.
That is gravy. So yeah. What was the Italian thing?
I don't know. It's like this.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of the word that they say. I can't remember. Mario. We'll go for that. All right, so that's what we'll cover on the Golgari deck. There's plenty of other ones to look at. In fact, there's 3 other ones to look at that are all pretty cool, but those were kind of our favorites for what the deck's trying to do.
Absolutely.
We'll go on to the other one. This one is going to be an Azorius deck, and it looks like it's going to be kind of based around bouncing things and having some fun with the board state, basically. And
the new Foretell mechanic.
Yep, the new Foretell mechanic is going to be a big one. So I'll cover this one first, and we'll go on to the next two. So we've got Ethereal Valkyrie. That's 4 white and a blue for a Spirit Angel, 4/4, flying whenever Ethereal Valkyrie enters the battlefield or attacks. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand face down. It becomes Foretold. Its Foretold cost is its mana cost reduced by 2.
Oh, it's super cool.
I really like it because I think you could and this is going to be a dumb idea.
Okay. I'm listening.
like an asterisk here. Don't do this. 2-cost deck. Everything's 2 cost, because then essentially this will just make it a Cheerio deck. Just 2 cost anything. Arcane Signet, all of that crap.
Yep.
You just keep doing that, and then you foretold it for Cheerios. I like the card. The foretell mechanic is still yet to really be proven. It does have a pretty big Achilles heel because it would be broken if you could foretell something and then immediately play it.
Right.
Then I think you would see a broken mechanic that would be very powerful. The fact that you have to foretell it, wait a turn, play it. That's what makes it tougher.
Right. Now, here's the question. When you foretell it, do you turn it face up, face down?
I think...
During your turn, you may pay 2 and exile this card from your hand face down. Okay. That answers my question.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you've activated my trap card.
Right.
But you do get that turn as the opponent to say, like, all right, he foretold something. I know next turn I have to worry about that or have the potential of worrying.
Right.
But for right now, screw that guy. I'm not going to worry about it.
Right.
Let's go on to the next one here, though.
Okay.
Give me that guy.
Stoic Farmer. 4 and a white.
3 and a white.
3 and a white. My mind was like 4 CMC. Okay. When Stoic Farmer enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic plains card and reveal it. If an opponent controls more lands than you, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it into your hand and shuffle your library. And a foretell cost of 1 and a white. That is super cool because that is white ramp in a deck that white doesn't typically ramp. Yeah.
Sorry, I was checking some things.
You're good. You can just cut that out later. It's all good.
No. We're keeping it in. I need it for the time.
Okay.
I like this one because people's biggest complaint with white is that it doesn't have the mana ramp.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not great mana ramp, but then again, white should never really have great mana ramp. Just
enough to get you there.
Yeah. Sorry, you shouldn't be left in the dust, but if green's a Lamborghini, let's just give him like a Honda Civic, you know?
Right.
I like it, though. The foretell mechanic's pretty cool.
The foretell is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think this is one that will...
Worst case, you get a card out of your deck and it goes into your hand. Best case, it goes directly under the battlefield.
I don't think you're going to have to... I think you'll probably always be under a little bit.
I think it'll probably most of the time go on the battlefield.
And I think this is one where people won't want to spend the removal on it. You won't have single target removal. So if you are playing with that bounce mechanic, flickering it in and out, things like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Then you've got a serious threat going, because if you can stay on curve for dropping that mana, white is... God, I hate the fact I'm going to say this. White is a powerful color. It just never has what's needed to get it to that point before the other decks have
Right.
already cleaned the table.
Exactly.
So this, if you bounce it around, you got a
they've
shot.
definitely given white more
They
of a power
have
boost.
Smothering Tithe, Land Tax.
Yeah.
Land Tax is an old card, but
Right.
you know what I mean. They've got cards now. You can
Right.
probably fill
Teferi's
out.
Protection.
Teferi's Protection, yeah. I
Right.
mean, it's not so much for mana
Right.
epic, but it keeps you protected.
Yeah.
Speaking of keeping you protected, we'll go on to the last card here. We've got Cosmic Intervention. This is a 3 and a white instant. If a permanent you control would be put into a graveyard from the battlefield this turn, exile it instead. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, and this has a foretell of 1 and a white.
It's hard to foretell though.
I
That's so weird.
think this is the best foretell card I have seen.
Yeah, I can. Because you can only foretell during your turn. I guess that's why I'm like. I mean, if
It doesn't matter to me. Well, no. You can only
foretell.
do the fort. Yeah, you can only put it face down. You still can cast it as an instant anytime. So
Sure,
you could do
right.
that foretell 1 in a blue, or 1 in a white rather, at any time. You just can't put it face down anytime. So
Oh yeah. No, you're right. Okay, cool. That
But-
makes that so much better.
that doesn't matter to me anyways, because what I'm thinking
Yeah.
is you're rocking your Wrath of Gods, your Doomsday, your destroy creatures that can't be
Right.
returned, whatever, doesn't matter. You foretell this, and now for 1 and a white, you essentially turn any board wipe that isn't an exile
Right.
into a one-sided board wipe.
Absolutely.
For 1 and a white, that is
That is super
gravy
powerful.
all day long. You are setting yourself up. Granted, it's 2 cards. You always need the kicker. You always need the destroy creature card.
Yeah.
But this card coupled with that essentially creates White's version of a halfway decent Cyclonic Rift.
Absolutely.
In fact, better than the Cyclonic Rift, you just need 2 cards.
I imagine, like
So much
Oscar
to
Command, where you actually like hit enchantments and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
it a lot.
That's super powerful.
And you know what? Play it in red.
Oh.
Destroy all lands. Boom!
Yeah, there you go.
You just made
Yeah,
a
'cause it says
one-sided
permanent.
land destruction. This is a versatile card. This is the Swiss Army knife of protecting your shit. No, Teferi's Protection is still that. But no, this is a decent card. This is one
Yeah, absolutely.
that even if you didn't want that deck, if you played a white deck that had any sort of board state removal, I would buy the deck just to tear that card out.
Absolutely.
There are other cards that go with it. Again, this is one where there are 4 other cards. Looks like 4 other cards. There are 4 other cards that we won't talk about here. They're all good cards though. Ones that bounce things, one that lets you draw things, ones that make foretell cost 2 less.
Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff all around.
Absolutely.
But that is the spoilers for those. Those are a little newer, so that's nice. I don't feel like doing a Commander's Advocate today because I never brought the thing up.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think what we'll do, since we're already sitting about 33 minutes, and I want to try to get us around the 30-minute mark,
yeah.
we'll close out with our last things. Let's get out of this sword fight of ours.
Yeah.
And let's talk.
Ting.
Ting ting. Let's talk about what we're doing outside of Magic the Gathering. What are you up to on this fine week?
Fine
day?
week. Oh, this week's been a
Not
weird
fun?
one. Yeah. Well, our internet started not working on Monday, and we
Still hasn't worked?
Yeah, basically, and we can't get that looked out until
How are you
February 1st.
How are you gonna stream?
You know what?
Hotspot.
I'm being a naughty person.
You're stealing your neighbors.
No, I'm going down to where I work and streaming from there. Don't at me,
Don't
please.
say that. Ryan could watch.
I know Ryan
Unless
could
you've already
watch and
asked.
be like, "Oh, I didn't ask." I figured I have manager powers. Someone will yell at me if I'm doing something wrong. Right?
Yeah,
Hi, Ryan. How are you today? Please don't kill me.
We won't post this on the chat at all. Ryan, please don't unsponsor us. I was really looking forward to just getting some of your guys' product out. Well, that's fun. That's fun. I wish you the best on that one.
Thank you.
I started school not the week before.
Right.
But it's going good.
Right
I'm
on.
going to be a nurse in like a year.
Nice.
I know. I'm pretty excited.
That's super awesome.
I'm going to be giving suppositories.
Yeah.
I'm going to be putting catheters in. I'm going to be taking catheters out. I'm going to be giving shots and injections.
Nice.
And I'm just going to be the best damn nurse that you've ever seen.
You already are.
Oh, thank you. I'm not even a nurse. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. But yeah, that's basically what I got.
Nice.
So yeah, let's finish this out. I wanted to do a giveaway.
Ooh, another giveaway.
And I'll post this on Twitter tonight, or if you're watching this tomorrow, last night, or if you're watching this anytime after that, a time before that.
Yep.
I am going to give away a package of those skull dice.
Oh, sure.
100 sleeves.
I'm not that entertaining. Spoiler alert.
These. It's hard to see. But those are tiny little skulls inside a dice.
Absolutely.
You will get 5 of those tiny little skulls inside dice.
Yep.
And 100 BCW?
Yes.
BCW sleeves. BCW. The best damn sleeves you've ever tried.
Absolutely.
I'll put the rules in and everything. Basically, it's gonna be follow, subscribe, all that crap.
Yep.
Easy enough stuff. And hey, go look at the last stuff that we do. You want to be subscribed and followed to us because occasionally we give away good shit.
Yeah.
We do.
That mana drain though.
A mana drain. I'm not giving another mana drain away.
That is fair.
I've got my 2 or 3 left. I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So I think that's pretty much it for us.
Yeah. Twitter handle.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Gotcha. We didn't do that last week. Fun fact.
Yeah. Well, it was a quiz show. We were kind of learning the ropes there. I'm gonna put a thing up.
That has their.
No, I'm put a thing up to tell us the bullet points we have to hit.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it'd be a smart idea. Either way.
But either way, even on the screen, if you'd put their Twitter handles on there, that'd be sweet too.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Either way, my name's Ben. You can find me at MNFrost.
I'm Other Ben. You can find me at OtherBen007.
Or you can find the both of us at Sword of Ben and Ben. That one. We post regularly on there. I post regularly on there. You
do. Yeah.
But he reads them.
I do read them. I like them occasionally.
Otherwise, you can go on our Instagram. We've got Sword of Ben and Ben on there. You can go on our Facebook.
Snap.
Just kidding. We got rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Fair enough.
Otherwise,
don't blame you.
yeah, go check all that crap out. Check all the people that we're friends with. We love them all. And you know what? Follower of the week.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Do it. Absolutely.
The guy who won the mana drain. I like reading his stuff. Colin O'Clock.
Okay,
I think that's his name. If not, I'm sorry. But you're the follower of the week. I don't know if I'm going to ever do this again, but it reminded me when I was giving out Twitter handles.
Okay.
Either way, though, let's count of 3, say bye.
Sounds good.
All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Bye.